got the new whip. She's alive.
Bar thing too.
246. Mine works. That's crazy. We got a quarter tank of gas. It's probably been in there for 8 years. I think this thing's got a short shifter. And a Getrag and a 318. That's crazy. Yo, we're rich. No way. That's rich. Let's go. Hell yeah. Dang, we got the custom green moss headlights. That one of one.
What's that, Boston Green?
Boston Green. Well, my new E36. Did you lock it?
No.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Here, want me to close it again?
No.
Hell yeah. Got that custom mildew green. First thing we're doing, we're giving it a bath. That's the first thing this thing's getting.
A flex pipe?
They got like all these random O'Reilly. Back here isn't too bad. This is probably what like someone would do normally, but what the fuck? What the fuck? Wow. This probably sounds like shit. What the fuck? $1,500, E36s are the best cars. What is up, everybody? Back on our bullshit. We got the red car out of here like you saw yesterday, and now I can finally show you why we brought, or what we brought, the E36. So as you can see, it is very dusty. There is quite literally moss and mildew and bullshit everywhere. So we're gonna start pressure washing it. I'll show you the stages of it, just a pressure wash, show you what it can do. I already got some videos of what it looks like already. It's got some rust in some spots. It's not perfect, but it definitely should do the trick. So I'll show you guys after we finish pressure washing it. Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, she's got eyes. She has eyes. I didn't even think they were in there. That's crazy.
So shiny.
I know.
And it has both fog lights.
So right now I'm on the fence on if I'm going to actually wash it. The paint's pretty roached, so I don't know if it's worth putting a mitt onto, because any mitt that touches it, I'm pretty much gonna have to throw away. So I might just leave it how it is. I really just wanted the moss off of it so the neighbors don't think that, you know, we're some crackheads or that all of our cars don't run, which technically they don't, but they don't need to know that. But other than that, I'm very, very happy with it. I don't know if you guys remember, but it's got this wicked blue interior, which I believe was reupholstered, because it looks like you can tell the difference in the stitching. So that's kind of cool. Somebody actually really cared about this, and it looks crazy on camera. And I'm wondering if those are actual Vaders or if somebody put that in there, which if those are real, that is insane. That is come up of the century. But it's a rig. All right, so this is after the pressure wash. You can see all of the crap that's gone. She actually has headlights that you can see now. The windows are still very dirty, but I got a lot of like the seals. Wow, I really missed a lot. It needs like a real wash now, but I got all the moss off. Like all the moss that was built up around here and here. And like this side right on the fenders. It was pretty cooked right on the fenders here. It was really building up really bad on these edges. But other than that, at least she's shiny now. You can actually see some sort of a reflection. All right, and now on to the final piece of what we're going to be doing, at least for this portion for the E36. We're going to put the manifold back together. We have this whole engine as a parts engine. If I need something that's missing, because it looks like there's a lot of fucking shit missing. So we're gonna use that probably for most of it. But put the engine back together. It's just the intake manifold and stuff. Should be pretty simple. And then get a battery in this thing, try and crank it and compression test it, and maybe see if it'll run. I don't know if I'm gonna compression test it before I try to run it. I don't know yet, but that's gonna be the fun part. So we're gonna go do that right now. And yeah, I should get either a time lapse or something, but yeah, we'll catch you out there with the car. Look at all this crackhead shit. Oh my god. Bruh. And looks like the mass airflow's gone. Look at this shit. Bro did all of this instead of just buying a new hose. What the fuck? This is tweaker shit. Tweaker behavior. Nah, fuck it. Let's just compress the test. Fuck this. This sucks. Smells like gas. Oh, it's the Mercedes.
Yeah.
Wow. Great. Oh. Upside down. Not terrible. It's a good start. So the kid 3 owners ago said that this had a blown head gasket, so we're gonna see if that's fact or fiction. Well, at least it won't tell us fully, but it'll let us know some stuff. Look at this. Come zoom in on this. It looks like this was on fire, or it melted or something at some point. Otherwise, this would look like a clusterfuck of shit to somebody normal, I guess. I say normal as in like only I would be dumb enough to be doing this right now. All right, so we've gotten to a point where the wiring harness is hooked back up. We got the fuel lines ready to hook back up to the fuel rail. That's gonna be a bitch. Yeah, all this is good to go. I don't really have a gasket for here, So I'm just gonna have to kind of make do with what we got here. And yeah, I don't really care. I just kind of want to hear if it runs at all, and mostly so I can do the compression test because I took all this up anyways. And I'm worried it's not going to start because I didn't realize the starter and the alternator weren't done up. So when I put the battery terminal on, it sparked in here and made weird noises. So I'm worried that there's some relays or fuses that I'm going to have to check. So this is going to be a fun one. I'm curious if it's even going to crank. All right, is it missing some shit? Definitely. Do I care? No. I'm gonna look for some of this stuff. She gonna have a couple big old vacuum leaks here, but we don't care. We're gonna see if this thing will fire up as it sits. We're robbing the E36's old engine for these parts because we're missing these pieces. And then we should be able to start this successfully here. Oh, Bessie. Oh, son of a bitch. That one. Put that hose on even though it's not doing anything. Go like that. Okay. Whoever made this is an idiot. What is this? Dude. Okay, dude. We do it like that. Okay, dude. That works. Ooh. Sketch. Okay. That's good enough to start a car, I'd say. I'm not a car, but I'm sure that's what they would say. So, we're gonna go get the keys for this bitch and hope that it actually cranks. Even Chimmy's excited. Alright. Ready?
Yeah.
It's like 20 of these engines. I'm the M42 wizard. That would make sense why the temp sensor on the cluster was showing max, fucking whatever you call it, max temp. I think it's because it wasn't talking to the ECU because there's no relay. Green, white, green. Always green, white, green. Let's try this again.
Okay.
Huh. This is an interesting one.
It's like that alarm is like stopping it from.
Cranking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how they wired that shit though. Fuck. It's also missing. It looks like a fuck ton of shit.
Yeah.
I think I would be to jump the starter. Jump down to do. I'm just so confused how they would have done that. Something to do with this, but this like it vibrates, but it doesn't like. Oh, it came on. This is more than it's done before. This thing looks like it's bricked. Oh, this thing's fucked. Okay, it's unlocked. Well, here's the dilemma. So one, that usually means there's no communication with the ECU or temp sensor potentially, which is not good because they are hooked up. Two, nothing. And you can feel this kind of like, it stays in the crank position until you pull it back. So that's not good. That feels wrong. Something's wrong here. And I believe what may be the culprit here is obviously this thing caught on fire from what we saw on that wiring harness, piece of the wiring harness. The wiring itself looks okay, but that does not mean that everything else surrounding it is okay. So I think the next move for me is probably going to be to ditch this harness since I have a good one in there, and just snag that harness, clean some grounds, and kind of go from there, because can't really decide what I want to do with it until I see it crank and compression test it or run or something. It's got to do something. Otherwise, how do I know this chassis is even good to throw a new motor in it, you know? So that's where we're at right now. We're going to call it for the day and probably for the video that I'm going to be making. So I will catch you guys next time when we come back out to the E36. All right, on today's episode of What the Fuck is Wrong with My BMW, we're going to be fucking with the E36 again. I got another battery in it. We're going to start pulling some stuff underneath here, looking for where the fuck this Clifford alarm is hooked up through. As you can see, there's a module right there, or fob or antenna or whatever. I can hear it. You can hear it. Let's see. I think when I pull this out, should hear it. Yeah, so you can hear that. That's not good. But on the plus side, the fucking windows work. That's crazy. When does that happen? But yeah, let's dig into it. I'm gonna take this off and we're gonna start looking for any fuck shit. I don't know how well you're gonna be able to see it, but there is a black oh, right here. You see that? They modified the black and gray and yellow, and it looks like they fucked up because they cut that at first, and then it looks like they were like, oh shit, wrong one, and then they came up here and cut the other one. If you can see that, it's connected to a red wire. Yeah, so right there you can see they like cut this one. They were like, oh shit, wrong one, but connected it back and then cut this one. So I need to figure out what goes where, you know? Okay, I see how they did it. All right, so I pulled this down, and you can see down there, they got a whole bunch of shit going on here, but down there, that's the original one from the switch, and they cut it to splice this between them. So I need to reconnect these two, which looks so fun and easy in this tiny little space, doesn't it? 310 mils takes that piece off. Now I can show you guys. So they tapped into the main power wire with the key. So that's this. It looks like they also tapped into, oh wait, no. Okay, yeah, and then it's just the starter wires that need to get put back together. Easy. Don't forget to unplug your battery just in case something happens. That'd be embarrassing, you know? I'm gonna be using the 12 to 10 gauge, yellow. All right, well, got that all wired up. Looks good enough in there. I guess we're gonna try and start her now. We just butt connected that. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. We got our battery hooked back up. Let's see if we can get this alarm to not fuck with us this time. You know what I'm saying? Nope, still nothing. All right, we're gonna do a little test and see if unplugging this fucked up ass temp sensor does anything, because look at how bad this is. This connector's just, ugh. Let's see if that changes anything. Nope. Time to check some fuses. All right, so originally I was thinking maybe the ignition switch is bad. It's kind of common on these cars. But when I put the multimeter on ground and the starter wire, which is the black and red one right here, when I actually crank it over here, when I get to the spring-loaded part, it activates 12 volts only when it's on the spring-loaded part. So the ignition switch is working, which means wherever this goes is not working. So we got to figure out where the brake is. It's either all the way up to here, or it's like I originally thought, and this harness is no good. And that means I'm gonna have to take it off, which isn't the worst thing. But then there's probably some other stuff I could replace in there anyways. It's old as fuck. So that'll be the next step, is replacing the harness if I can't trace this back. If it traces all the way back and it's fine, then that harness gotta go. Or the starter. I'll probably do both at the same time. Another finding. One, it smells crazy in here. And two, I've turned the ignition on how many times now? Not a drop of fuel came from the fuel pump. Also another sign that the harness is no good. All right, the more I look, the more I realize how fucked this thing is. Stock rockers, they're supposed to have holes. I think the other side does. Nope, that side doesn't either. That's great. This thing's probably gonna be a rust bucket. Okay, not terrible. Okay, I'm okay with this. Very dangerous and stupid, but I gotta undo this speed sensor, reverse sensor, and it's right here. Okay, we're gonna get out from under this piece of shit. Woo. All right, now we're gonna jump the starter. This shit ghetto. Oh, now that everything's not hooked up on the wiring harness, this actually sparks now. Interesting. I wonder if I put the key in, if it'll... Yep, that other harness is shorted. That's crazy. Well, let's figure it out. I hate doing this, but... Oh. She fucking cranks. The wiring harness is smoked. Let's fucking go. Somebody got pissed at the CCU. Put a fucking dent in it. All right, now actually before I take all this apart, I am going to use the screwdriver to jump the starter to do somewhat of a compression test if possible, just to kind of see where we're at, see if this is even worth it, or if I just want to pull it all out and throw the other one in. Oh, let's go. Good start. $212 PSI. The other one was like right at 200. Hundred and 105. That's not good. They're so small and bare bones when they're like this. But cylinder 3 has 150, the rest have in the 200s. So that is a problem because I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna take this and probably take it to storage, done with that for the day. Overall done with the car for the day. Yeah, we made some good progress. We found out pretty much everything we need to know. Someone said that it had a blown head gasket at one point. I believe them. Definitely does, or something's wrong with it, bent a rod or something. But yeah. We're at Mr. Trebdog's house. Just traded him the CDO9 for this M50. No, I'm just kidding. Now we're here to get the M50 for the E36, so we can get cracking on the next part of that, so I can get that thing running, because I'm not going to rebuild the M42 that's in it. So that's what this is for. I won't air out his fucking address. Oh yeah.
I want to do a good sick wheelie. Down the taco with him, I'm gonna do a little wheelie. The strap job is pretty good, so I think it'll.
Oh, you're all right. You're not gonna hurt that M50 engine. All right, the M50 engine is secured. It is at the house. I got to move this thing out of the garage because it is in the way of my engine stand, and we need to back the truck up here so we can scoot it in. Gonna grab it on the hoist, grab it, put it on the engine stand, throw it back in the garage, and tuck this bad boy back away. So, yeah. 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 Woo! All right, so we gotta take the clutch off so we can put it on the engine stand. And while I was going to take this off, oh, it's a Vallejo clutch, but look at this. What is that, like stage 5 million? Dude, the springs are like that big. What the fuck? It's crazy. But yeah, you can see all the way around. That's wild. So we're gonna take this shit off so we can put this on the stand. Yeah, that's it. Put some glasses on. Especially the length that ball one was too. Right. You can see I don't know if you can see in the camera, but the frayed edges. But look at that clutch. That's a beefy ass clutch. Goddamn. Oh, and it already has a single flywheel, looks like. Right? Yeah. With the single mass Vallejo, dude, that's like an $800 clutch. You think you're the shit? Not even a thought. Okay, now go down. These are so sensitive. You're good, you're good. Yeah, that one especially too. Down.
Sideways, bro.
Yeah, I know, we gotta tilt it. Do you want to let it down all the way and then we're gonna tilt it? Oh, yeah, and then we're gonna tilt it like this. Damn, they really made these really easy to work on. Look how easy it is to get to all these.
Yeah.
All right, we ran a freaking side mission. We, thanks to the help of my buddy Vlad, we were able to help the homie Jesse, who blew an expansion tank in the middle of fucking nowhere. We got him a brand new one for freezy. So that's for homeboy. Got some coolant. That was not free. He paid $20 for that. But cannot complain about a free expansion tank. What a good Friday with the beautiful weather that we're having. But I figured I'd at least share my little side experience that we had here on our way to get waters and stuff for the house. So super random, but super cool. So we left the piece inside of the fucking expansion tank. So I got to go back to AutoZone for him, get the piece out, bring it to him so he can fix his car. He thought he had the wrong expansion tank, but I think he's just missing the piece in it. Dude. So this is what we were forgetting, was this piece and that piece right there. But we went all the way to AutoZone. It's not even that far. It was like 5 minutes down the road. But we went to AutoZone, got that fucking swapped or fixed or taken care of or whatever. You got that piece. And in case for whatever reason that temp sensor's fucked up, I grabbed you this one too. Dude, or a level sensor or whatever the fuck. But
ooh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Second mission of the day. Success so far. So we'll take it. There we go. It's okay. I'm filming your superb pouring skills.
Oh, at least it's not.
It's okay. You'll get good at it. It's a BMW. You're a BMW owner. Actually, you're already good at it. All right. We are back from our mission. It was a success. The car was bleeding and holding coolant. So that is a win for the day. So we're going to call it there for today. Tomorrow, we're going to be working on stripping the M50 down, cleaning it up. I got to go get my turbo manifold from storage. It does have a crack in it, so I got to get that fixed or inspected or whatever. And then start working on building the M50 turbo. And apparently, this engine already has head studs, and that's perfect. Good morning. It is 4:19, almost 4:20. It is the Saturday before Easter, which is tomorrow. Today, I don't know. I got to help my girlfriend's mom put a roof on like a gazebo thing at her house in her driveway or whatever. So I got to go do that. But otherwise, I kind of did plan on maybe, because it's kind of shitty out actually. I thought it was going to be nice, but I kind of plan on tearing that M50 down, start cleaning it, seeing, well, all gaskets got to be replaced, but seeing what exactly I need to replace, because I always forget a little bit off the top of my head. And then start getting the E36 ready to strip down. And then it's also my friend Nate's birthday today. So we're going to go have dinner with Nate tonight. And I think we got like a party thing tomorrow at my girlfriend's mom's house as well. Busy weekend. I also got a couple tunes that I'm going to be helping people with as well. May or may not be filming some of that. And the background of this sky to this is beautiful. All right, so we were putting up that gazebo back there, but I came to come get some weed. But check this out. So they got the driveway repaved, so it's blocked off. So we had to park the Mercedes in the grass. It's pretty wild. It's kind of fun driving through grass, though. Very nice. Very nice. But we're going to smoke some weed. So that was part 1 of 3. Part 2 will be rebuilding the engine and installing the engine. And part 3 will be test drives and all the fun stuff. If you follow my Instagram at 9 Inch Drift, then you already watched most of this in small pieces due to me raging out on my story on this car kicking my actual ass. But this was just part 1. And yeah, I'm going to try to incorporate some more fun stuff to the channel very soon. This is going to be the last kind of like cut and dry, like, oh, this is what I'm doing. This is how I did it. Here's a time lapse of it. And we're going to try to start incorporating more entertainment, more friends, and just going out and doing more stuff overall. So, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. You know what to do. Press the buttons, like, comment, subscribe. If you hear from Instagram, say what's up in the comments. If you're new here, also say what's up. My Instagram is at 9 Inch Drift, like I just said. A lot of stuff goes down there. This is just kind of where it all assembles in its final form. So anyways, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.